Homemade and dried, pressed flowers within a minute. I love all kinds of creative projects, and I have a fantastic one here for you today. This is the HTVRONT Auto Heat Press, and it's really great for creating lots of different products. But today I'm going to share with you how I stumbled across drying and pressing flowers on this, really super quick and really easy too. I went in the garden and collected a nice selection of leaves and tested the heat press on these first. My kitchen towel has this swirly pattern on, so I don't actually recommend using anything with any texture, so that is the first tip, because when you put it through the heat press, I put it on for 14 seconds on the 320 Fahrenheit setting. It pressed the swirly design from the kitchen paper into the leaves, so nice if you want a different effect, but if you want them perfectly flat, I recommend we'll go with something flat. These little flowers that I have are absolutely beautiful, really delicate, and so I'm going to try pressing these. This time I've put some felt down, and this is going to absorb some of the moisture but not give any texture or pattern. You can press your flowers together as one big piece, or as I like to do, just cut them off at the back like this and lay them out nice and neatly over the top of the felt, adding another piece of felt over the top again, putting them in for 14 seconds and letting the heat do its magic. Dried flowers can be made into so many different craft items, and with this way you don't have to wait. They are ready almost immediately upon pressing. If you don't have a heat press like this, don't worry. If you have an iron, that can also be used. It just might take that little bit longer. After having a look at how the flowers have got on, I put them in for another 14 seconds. And they're absolutely perfect, so delicate and so lovely. Next time I think I'll add a little bit of baking parchment in between, still using the felt, but they have stuck ever so slightly to the felt, but you know, this could be a really good way to decorate some felt as well, so another experiment that can be done there. Within 28 seconds these blue flowers are beautifully dried. These are obviously very small and delicate, so the larger the flower and the more moisture in there, obviously the longer it will take, and you can keep putting it in for another 14 seconds and checking on them. With the addition of the baking parchment, nothing gets stuck. When I have a piece of equipment or a machine, I really do like to push it to the boundaries and see what else I can use it for, and this project really works with that, and it means I can do so much more with this auto heat press. I love trying new things, and I encourage you to do the same. So if you have a bit of equipment, how else could you use yours? I think these are absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to use these in a project later on in the video. Being able to go out and collect some flowers and some leaves and press them yourself is really satisfying, but also really good in the way that you can create your own craft materials. What do you use your dried flowers for? Please do comment below and see if there's anything else I can create with my dried flowers. I have some resin here. I've got the UV resin, and I'm going to be adding some of my dried flowers into this and creating some nice key rings, some earrings and necklaces. And so I'm just adding some other bits. I have some gold leaf here, and you can mix it up with lots of different items. Make sure you treat your dried flowers really delicately. I'm using a pair of tweezers here and a small cocktail stick to help everything into place, adding some more UV resin over the top. We release any of the bubbles with some heat, and then I can put it under the UV lamp and make it set. Such a quick and simple idea, and all done within an hour. I love this UV resin. I'll put the links in the description below, along with the HTVRONT Auto Heat Press. I've collected a few more flowers, and I'm pressing these and going to turn them into some other resin items. You can do many more than this in one time. This is just what I've chosen to use for my project, and so you could really get a production line going with this. I'm carrying on adding some more UV resin and really having a play and experiment, and just making all of them different, completely unique, and just enjoying the whole process. As well as the pressed flowers, you can add other items to the resin as well, and I'm personalising some of mine by just cutting out some newspaper, With scissors, cut out some individual letters and place these in with some tweezers like this. And then you can add some resin over the top and complete the process. I love how these are all turning out, and they're all so unique and so lovely, and I have some lovely gifts to give away at birthdays and Christmas. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that it inspires you to be creative. I think these have all turned out beautifully. I absolutely love them. I do have my favourites, of course. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.